So welcome back to Changzhou Olympic Sports Centre for day 2 of competition here at the Victor China Open. All first round matches today, and our next match is women's doubles, and it features number 2 seeds Baek and Lee So-hee of Korea up against the home pair Lee Wen-mei and Liu Chuen-shuen. Well, this match, I can tell you, of course, is from the bottom quarter of the draw because it features the number 2 seeds. And the number 2 seeds are always in the bottom half, right at the bottom. Now, the news from the bottom half of the draw today is that the World Championship bronze medalists from a couple of weeks ago, Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young, have actually withdrawn from this China Open. I haven't managed to ascertain exactly what the injury problem is, or perhaps it's illness. I'm not sure at all, but as soon as we have information on that, I will bring that to you. So the players on court, and the Chinese combination, there they are, all in the white strip. And this, as you can see, is just a second meeting between these two pairs. The only previous occasion was in the semi-final of this year's Thailand Masters. That was a Super 300 event. 21-16, 21-19 in 53 minutes. Now, I believe that the Koreans won the toss of the coin and chose ends.
Yeah, I couldn't really hear what they were choosing, but I agree that they won the coin toss.
Yeah, I believe they've chosen ends, but we'll see. So the Koreans have had a super year so far, 7 finals from 14 tournaments played. I'll tell you more about that in a minute, but this is Lee Wen-mei, who is 23, from Hubei province, and she and her partner are enjoying their 7th consecutive week at their career high of 14. 14 is their career high as a pair, but as you can see, she was ranked higher when playing with Zheng Wu, up to number 9. In fact, a total of 7 weeks at number 9 with her former partner. Wu Xuan is also 23 years of age, from Hunan province, landlocked mountainous province in southern China. A beautiful place it is too. 168, that equates to 5'6", and they've had one tournament win this year, and that was at the World University Games in Chengdu. Beat Du Yue and Zhao Ting in the final, her former partner. Baek will turn 23 later this month, and not the tallest of athletes, that's 5'4.5". Well, they as a pair are also enjoying a career high of number 2, and it's their 15th week in total. Now, as far as Lee So-hee is concerned, well, she's making her 4th appearance here. She was a quarter finalist at the last edition of this particular China Open when playing with Xin Chan. And the remarkable thing about Lee So-hee is that she has been world number 2 with 3 different partners: Chang Ye-na, Xin Chan, and now with her partner of today, Baek Na. That really does prove her versatility. Well, our court officials for this one, our umpire will be David Graf von Schwerin from Austria, and Lau Chen Lia of Malaysia will be the service judge. So the final preparations before the start of this first round encounter. Oof. Yep. Does that mean she's feeling a little nervous? I wonder. Well, that, of course, the Korean coach, Lee Kyung-won, who won Olympic silver in Beijing.
On my right, Baek Hana and Lee So-hee, Korea. And on my left, Lee Wen-mei and Liu Xuanxuan, China. Baek Hana to serve, to Liu Xuanxuan. Love all. Play.
Well, Steen, I was saying in the introduction that Baek Hana and Lee So-hee have had an incredible start to 2023. 5 finals in their first 7 tournaments together. That dates back to 2022, by the way, but 7 finals in their first 12 and 8 finals in their first 13 tournaments. That's not a bad start to a partnership, is it?
That's a really, really good start. That's a really good start. I was a little, I don't know if disappointed is too harsh a word, but yeah, I was disappointed that they lost so convincingly to Ramadanti and Rahayu in the World Championships, but they really came back stronger to Indonesians after they also started strong to their partnership. So the last, I mean, pretty much since they won Indonesia Open, they haven't really been able to follow that up. Lee and Baek, in my opinion, lost twice to the former world champions, who normally had a struggle playing against Koreans. So interesting to see what kind of shape they're in here, and I can see that Lee So-hee's right leg is heavily strapped.
I think your word disappointed in the Koreans in the World Championships is justified. I was a little disappointed in them. And they lost their second match, which was the 3rd round, last 16, to, as you mentioned, Rahayu and Ramadanti, who of course went on to take the silver medal. That was wonderful for them.
They played fantastic.
Yeah.
I had 3 favorites to the gold. I had the pair we're watching here, the compatriots who, as you mentioned, have withdrawn from this tournament, Kim and Kong, and then the ones who ended up winning, Chen and Jia Yifan. Great World Championship.
It's over. 3, 4.
Kim and Kong, just to touch on them a bit more now that they've withdrawn here. They were in dire straits in the World Championships in the early rounds, so yeah, I'd expected more of the Korean women's doubles because they had looked really, really strong until then.
So our first challenge of this first round match. Now, Lee So-hee was very quick to challenge, but she was wrong to challenge.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remains.
And as we saw from our last match scene with Lee Chuk-yu from Hong Kong, China, you've got to be very careful about keeping a challenge up your sleeve, because I'm convinced in the second game, when he was 2019 up, his shot landed on the line, but he had no challenges left. He had to play another game to get through.
Yeah, had he been right, he would have won the match right there.
Serve's over. 5, 4.
was more careful with his challenges in that third game.
Yes.
Let.
No, I'm not sure I understand that. Why wasn't the player ready?
Six, 4.
Yeah, that's fast work at the front of the court from Lee So-hee.
7-4.
Very, very good start by the Koreans. Steve, why, of course, when a new partnership comes together, there's a sort of freshness about it, but technically and tactically, what makes them special, this Korean pair?
They have a super defense, in my opinion, and somehow they click really well. The interesting thing is that the roles are a little bit different, at least the role of Lee So-hee, who had the playmaker role when she was playing with Shin Sung-chan.
Yeah, that's a lovely shot.
And
so mainly from the back.
Mainly from the back. She had some raids from the back towards the mid-court area and the net. But here, it's the opposite way around. It's Baek who's got the playmaker role from the back, and Lee So-hee who's responsible for securing initiative and taking chances, and that has worked really, really well. They are very solid, especially in a little bit slower playing conditions. Baek here, extremely strong defense, and both of them are quick on their feet, and I think that perhaps is the reason that they've been, in my opinion, a bit more successful as a combination than I think Shin and Lee were. And I mean, they won lots of medals, lots and lots. They won medals together and former world junior champions. But the movement here, combined with, I think, Lee So-hee, has become more dangerous on the front court. That's really been wonderful to see. Great follow-up there.
Serve is over. 9-6.
I have to credit the Korean coach Lee Kyung-won for having the guts to experiment. You have some good pairings, but even though you have good pairings, you still want to find something that's even better, and that's what she's done, in my opinion.
Good backhand. A bit like the Chinese coaches when they split Cheng Shiwei and Chen Qingchen and Lu Kai and Wang Yaxiong, and ended up with an even better pair.
Exactly.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, good counter-attack. You mentioned the solid defence.
10.
I think what's so outstanding is the way they can turn that defence into attack.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just long. That's a pity. That was a super idea from Baek.
10.
is Liu Xuan.
I was looking forward to see her in this women's doubles. I might have seen her, but I don't recall having seen her. She's got a strapping on that right knee as well, thigh. Liu Xuan.
Very well played. Yeah, I'm sure you saw Liu Xuan playing with her former partner Xia Yuting, because they were World Junior Champions in 2018.
It was a good year for World Junior Champions.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I haven't seen her play a lot in senior badminton.
Okay.
I've seen her partner a lot, Li Wenmei, and she's superior in terms of physicality and technical skills, in my opinion. But the sort of perception of the game is perhaps not where she's the strongest. And saying that,
Service over.
Comparing
11,
to top 5 in the world.
Interval.
So we go to the mid-game interval, and it is the number 2 seeds who have the 1-point advantage. And it could not be closer. There's to be 1 point in it, and that's all there is. 11 minutes played.
하나야 수비 컴퓨터가 좀 낮게 깔아도 돼. 낮게 깔아도 안 반대로 돌리고. 뒤에서 누르는 게 길어도 돼. 그냥 짧게 안 누르고 길게 눌러주고 다음 볼 보면.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
지금 움직임은 다 좋은데 끝 처리만 조금 더 짧게 하고 2구, 3구 보면 어차피 한 방에 안 끝나니까.
Well, I said right at the start of the match, I thought that Lee Kyung-won, the Korean coach, was looking a little bit nervous. And I thought during that coaching break as well, she seemed to say more than she usually does. There's usually
11,
a quick word and then back to her coaching bench, and seemed to have rather more to say, which indicates to me maybe that she was a little concerned about this encounter. There's the drive defence, the good defence, turning the defensive play
12,
into attacking
10.
play. This one. Baek now goes forward for the kill. Beautifully set up. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Just long.
13, 10. 원메이. 리 원메이.
Good rally again.
Oi. Step there.
Brilliant. Absolutely fabulous rally.
14, 10. Change.
Japan's Baek who got forward to the net. The outcome looked inevitable.
Yeah, and that's also a thing worth mentioning about the Korean combination, that she has a lot of freedom, Baek to move forward, because Lee So-hee, she can easily cover the back court. We know that. That's what she did when she played with Shin. Whereas the way I see it, with the Chinese pair here, the clearly preferred formation is with Liu Xuan at the front court.
That's good placement of the
15,
smash.
10.
Yeah, but they're not getting many opportunities, are they?
Exactly, because the opponents are maneuvering them in a way where Liu is going to have to work a lot from the backcourt, and when she does that, Lee Wen-mei seems uncomfortable at the front court, and I think unless she develops her game on the front court, Lee Wen-mei, it becomes difficult to get into top 5.
Well left. This is a run of 6 straight
16,
points.
10.
Well, I don't know what Lee Kyung-won said to her players, but whatever she said, it's worked.
Yeah, I thought it could be something specific about the opponents. It could be something about if any of the Koreans have a slight injury. Or it could also be getting things back together, getting things to work following the World Championships. I was a little bit surprised at the World Championships that Lee Kyung-won wasn't really doing a lot of the coaching on the women's doubles there. That was the national coach, Kim Hak-kyun. I felt that she'd done all right whenever I'd seen her.
10.
8 straight points now. Yeah, I think she's a very good coach. Oh, that's loose. Yeah, the run of points comes to an end at 8. But that has
11,
made a
18.
colossal difference in this opening game.
Twelve, 18.
This time the backhand.
19,
Yeah, and that
12.
pleases Lee Kyung-won. As well it might.
Serve is over. 13, 19.
Gosh, she takes an age on that serve, doesn't she? So game
Serve
point
is over.
opportunities for the number 2
20.
seeds from
Game
Korea.
point,
Baek
13.
and Lee So-hee.
Baek challenges, called
So another
out.
challenge by the Koreans. If they're correct on this, it's game over. If they're wrong, they've got no challenges left. Here we go. And they're wrong.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenge remaining. Serve is over. 14, 20, play.
That solid defence you were talking about, Steen. Oh, racket's gone, I think. Lee Wen-mei. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think it has been. Hence the drop shots. No. It's gone long. Well,
15,
the racket must be
20.
okay for her to smash like that. Most peculiar sound early on in the rally.
So
16, 20.
Three game points have come and gone, but another 4 remain.
They're taking the foot off the pedal a little bit too early. Baek and Lee. Good tumble serve.
18, 20.
Well, you just never know in sport. 13, 20 down. 5 game points have been saved. And another 2 remain for the number 2 seeds from Korea. This time, they convert. 21-18.
Won by Baek and Lee So-hee, 21-18.
23 minutes for that opening game. Well, it was all a question of who could get on the attack, the attacking pair, and winning the points. 21-18 in favour of the number 2 seed, Baek and Lee So-hee.
很多界外，很多界外没有放过界外球权，对不对？你一放，你居然界外这么多的球，那你怎么去打呢？你这么多你杀不了，你一掉人家逼上来，那你怎么还怎么打？对不对？跟顺风是一样。对，尽量不要，一个把防守防好，不要着急。然后攻的时候也是不要着急去硬攻，没好的时候再去加力。封网的人往后稍微往后站一点，你没有一个封死，第一局没有一个封死，对吧？你封到是封到，但是全是够人家在摆对角，或者是在抽你，又没有连过，往后站一点，然后不好打再去那个后面人再去补位，好吧？然后后面人一个不能脚不能前后人有一个脚不能停，打保持连贯，不是说抽一拍挡完以后还是要准备他兜你说慢场。不是说挡完以后就没事了，人家反抢了又敲给他，对，别老这个不是失误啊。对。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, the number 2 seeds, Baek and Lee So-hee from Korea, were made to think quite hard in that opening
Second
game.
game.
Certainly made to work hard
Level.
in that opening game. 21-18. That's a good smash, good placement,
Service over.
straight at Baek.
1 love.
Oh, that was a bit loose, that serve, wasn't it? Gone off to change her racket, back on court. Spinning work by England mate.
Service over.
To no avail.
1 all.
Takes a little time for Lee Wen-mei to find the winning rackets.
Let me. Okay.
To continue.
Service over.
这边也是
2
也是会界外的，不要看着点啊。
Service over. 2
A little bit of a
all.
loose serve this time from Liu. Great lift, and Wen-mei got in doubt whether she was going to play it or not. That lift there. It's gone wrong.
4-2.
Got trouble making her attacking presence felt from the backcourt. Liu Xuanxuan.
Shen. Service over. 3-4. Get ready. Serve is over.
Missed opportunity
5, 3.
for the Chinese combination. That was nowhere near long enough, that lift from the Koreans.
Serve over. 4, 5.
하나야, 직선. 뒤에 아웃샷 통과.
记得刷对角线，你不要刷到追身，你两个全是刷追身，别刷大对角，算远身。直线也是一样。
两个。
Interception
Serve
by
over.
Baek.
6, 4.
Seems like Lee So-hee is protecting that right leg just a little bit. Oi, that's a great interception by Lee So-hee.
7,
Got to be
4.
careful. Liu and Lee to play too flat from their own forehand side. Great coverage by the Koreans. Playing up against the drift. Can play the defense more freely, doesn't have to hold anything back. A little to the contrary, actually.
Serve is over. 5, 8.
Where she's working, this one was long enough. Apart from that, she was working in front of the tram lines at the back, Liu Xunshuan.
Serve is over. 9.
Got a little bit too greedy with the drop shot. Realizes that it's difficult to score on the Koreans.
Out. Serve is over. 6, 9.
The low serve there.
Over.
That's
10, 6.
letting the Chinese pair down. Immediately gets under pressure. Four strings gone.
11-6, interval.
So it's the Koreans with the advantage here at the mid-game interval. They're up 11-6 and one game to the good.
往前人永远往中间一站有什么用呢？这种，一个就封不到，全是后面人拦，全是后面人拦，往前人那个封网人拦也是那个打也是就拦一下，对不对？人家打你反拍就会抽时间，但人家站那边你还往那抽，这么大场地两个人你都找不到。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20
他力气
seconds.
全打在手上，杀球全上下追身，人家一直挑，自己杀就下网。
And the Koreans already standing on court, ready to serve, ready to get on with the match. And they must have been there before the Chinese coaches left the kit boxes. So we're ready to resume. And that went long.
Serve is over.
Once again, one of those situations where I feel that Lee So-hee might be protecting that right leg just a tiny little bit.
Eight, 11.
Good defense.
Yeah, got through eventually.
9.
He went May. Couldn't help but think though, Steen, as the rally was in progress, there was a lot of hard downward shots from the Chinese pair, but they weren't placed well enough and there was no variation in angle.
Exactly. Very flat, but I think the Koreans did a good job of not giving away too much angle in their lifts. But did you notice that Lee So-hee, she sort of grabbed her right hamstring there?
I didn't notice that. That's well spotted. That's concerning though, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. And I also feel that her defense today is not as solid as we've seen. There's been some situations where the arm swing is a little bit too big. So,
Ready to play.
4 points since the interval to Lee and Liu.
Yeah. Powerful, powerful. Once again, all smashes were of a similar pace and of a similar
12,
trajectory.
10.
Yes.
Simply have to learn to vary it more.
And I think, given the circumstances here, I think I would once in a while try and play a deceptive drop shot towards Lee So-hee. I feel Baek is searching the net a lot more than I expected. There it is again.
pushing wide.
13-10.
가볍게 가볍게.
Good length on those ones.
Oh, that's a good shot. That's a lovely shot from Baek now.
14-10.
조야, 이게 드라이브 치고 어제 빠지지 않아 붙여도 된다고. 길게 붙여도 더 빠졌으니까. 자, 다시 하게, 다시 하게.
Left. Van mee. Van mee. Left to get ready. Okay? Don't walk around and don't put your hand.
No, I was struggling to hear what the umpire said there.
I think it must be delaying the game. He's talked to her once before.
Serve is over. 11-14.
하나.
Good flick. Oh, it's long. Ah, that's a pity.
Serve is over.
15.
15.
Liu
Eleven.
Shuen.
They're playing with the drift in the second game, the Chinese pair.
That's good defence from Lee So-hee.
Yeah, because the front court player has no chance of intercepting,
No.
and it sort of dives at the right time, so it's going to be a somehow passive shot from the backcourt player. They're just scoring the easy points, the Koreans.
Towards the right shoulder,
11.
and I think Liu Shuen was trying to defend with the sort of Gideon backhand grip
Yeah.
and play it cross court.
자, 계속하게 상기하게.
I noticed yesterday they seem to have given up with the mops, and they've got a towel now.
Yeah, I wonder if it's either they're out of mops or the cloth that's on the mop gets all wet from the perspiration, so they have to change to towels.
Yeah, that would make sense. 17-11.
Serve over.
I talked to one of the players and one of the coaches before
17.
coming on air here, and they said that it's so hot in there in the field of play, and there's so much perspiration, and it gets so slippery, just the smallest drops of sweat.
That's well left.
But again, it's like you pointed out, Jill, it's the same pace, the same flat trajectory.
And women's doubles has moved on from that.
Yeah, they're playing it directly into the hands of the Koreans. It allows them to counterattack and score some easy points that they don't have to work really hard for.
Serve is over.
It was exactly where she wanted it, Lee So-hee, but She missed the shot.
Flat again, and when it goes flat like that, it goes out the back.
19-13.
She's looking disappointed, but she's surely got to realise what's happening. She was ready and waiting anyway.
20, match
Baek
point 13.
forcing Lee Wen-mei into error. So, 7 match point opportunities. Mind you, they had 7 game point opportunities in the first, and they only won on the 6th. But this time, they convert on their first. 21-18, 21-13, the margin of the victory for the number 2 seeds, Baek and Lee So-hee. A match lasting 46 minutes.
Match won by Baek and Lee So-hee, 21-18, 21-13.
It was a pity. The ending was rather tame. Error on the return of serve from Lee Wen-mei. But the Koreans safely through to the second round. Solid performance today by the world number 2s. Once again, confirmation of that scoreline. 21-18, 21-13. In a match lasting 46 minutes.